Remember when the former president of the United States, said they were spying on his campaign? This was, I think, on 60 Minutes back in October of 2020 during an interview. Take a listen.
The biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is.
No.
It's all over the place. Lesley,
Sir,
they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes. And we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Lesley, they spied on my campaign.
Well, we can't verify
It's been totally verified.
No.
So, Andy, did they spy on his campaign?
Absolutely did. There's no doubt about it.
And paid for it.
They spied on the campaign, and basically Sussman was an emissary of defeat, an emissary of deceit, and an emissary of fraud, who let the FBI astray, and the FBI did nothing to tell the sitting president of the United States what was going on, neither then nor to us during the investigation that Mueller conducted, and they had an obligation to do it. They were deceitful, and they were wrong in not doing that, misled us and misled the entire investigation into thinking that some collusion had occurred with Russia, knowingly by Donald Trump, when in fact it never did.
I know the Democratic-led House and Senate aren't going to do anything on this, but the Republicans should sure be talking about it, because if they did it to Donald Trump, they'll do it to anybody.
Yeah, it should be concerning no matter who the target is. And, Jay, I mean, I think they will if they take over the House come the fall, but I do think that's going to be determinative. One other thing I wanted to put into this, though, Jay, I mean, we've talked a lot about, I mean, over many, many months about the corruption of the seventh floor of the FBI, people like James Comey and James Baker and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. But, Jay, even if you fast forward, okay, so Donald Trump wins the election, takes the White House. Remember, I mean, this didn't stop. We know that the FBI, under the direction of James Comey, continued to send detailees over to the White House. And, Jay, they were not loyal to the White House. They reported back to the FBI. We're still in litigation over that. So it wasn't even like there was an end point on this, Jay. It continued all the way to when he was the sitting president of the United States.
Now, let's play. This is an interview with Nicole Wallace from MSNBC and James Comey.
You look at this White House now, and it's hard to imagine two FBI agents ending up in the same room. How did that happen?
I sent them. Something I probably wouldn't have done or maybe gotten away with in a more organized investigation, a more organized administration. The FBI wanted to send agents into the White House itself to interview a senior official. You would work through the White House counsel, and there'd be discussions and approvals and who would be there. And I thought, it's early enough, let's just send a couple guys over.
Early enough, let's just send a couple of guys over. They don't have their systems in place, and he knew exactly what was going on the entire time. The entire time. And James Baker, his general counsel, was getting this information from Sussman about Russian phones. Yeah. Which, by the way, they didn't bother disclosing, as far as I can recall, to us.